So I actually knocked on many hospital doors when I first started my classes. And most of them said, what are your qualifications? You're not a doctor, this, that, and the other. And then it got a little too much for me. And I said, okay, I'm not a doctor, but I'm an engineer. And, we are one up.
Yeah.
Because, I'll tell you why. Because they say doctors only tell you what is wrong. But we say,
engineers give you the solution. Yeah.
The doctors do bend. अरे blood pressure है तो blood pressure की दवाई खा लो. अगर cholesterol है तो cholesterol की दवाई खा लो. You're fixing the symptom. We fix the problems. कि भाई process क्या है वहाँ चलो. Reverse engineering.
Basically, inner engineering only, in the body.
So then I basically I met a very wonderful doctor who kind of enjoyed what I said. And she gave me my first break. And I first started to do it for free. I did a series of 5 classes, 2 hours each for 2,500 rupees. And if they called me for birth, I ran and went there also, free. And I think the true value of what I did came back to me, not in terms of how I priced my money, but how many people kept coming back to me. I've had people who named their children on me. So their children are called Divya because I was there and what they had experienced. Including a foreigner. So one couple from Argentina, they named their daughter Divya Deswal because I was there. And it was a joke. She said, what should I name the child? I said, name her for me. And she said, yes, of course, that would be beautiful. But I've had many people who named their children for me. And I think that, money apart is a reward. It propels you to do more. And the second thing, the word of mouth. The reward comes from the word of mouth, the joy, and the money comes with it.
Right.
I've had Maru clients where I told the old great grandmother that it's a boy. She gave me Somatic sikka.
Wow.
Which I love. I embrace this role that I have chosen or been called to perform. So if you look at if you look at our indigenous culture of midwifery, which is the dais, they are highly spiritual beings.
Yes.
They will say things. I read this statement from my own mentor, Janet Chawla, who's researched dais her entire life, the last 40 years. And there was a saying that this dai in Punjab said that "Kam Rab da hai, hath mere nahi." Can you imagine the surrender you have, saying, "I'm just doing the divine work." So a lot of my life has been moved by that philosophy and is reflected in my life. That I just send out an intent, but I don't send it out कि मुझे ये चाहिए भगवान. So I'll say, Krishna, मेरी ये इच्छा है, बाकी तुम्हारी मर्जी है. If it comes my way, that means it is His mercy. But if it doesn't come my way, I embrace that and say, this is also your mercy, and it's okay then. So 2004, CranioSacral was not for me, but 2013 it was. And that's the path. Sometimes you have to trust the path. But, at this point, 1.5 years ago, I actually stopped working as a doula. And I started to teach and mentor doulas. So I actually deliberately closed a chapter of my career. And it was also a spiritual jump.
So how does one become a doula? If you can just answer.
So you do a training. You have Western organizations coming to our country and doing a 4-day training and then saying, okay, now we've taught you support, go support women.
So men can become doulas?
Yes. Yes, okay. Anybody can. Or you can do my training, which is a year long, and I do a lot of support and hand holding because certain skills that we have, we can't learn from a book. Right. Support, love. If you haven't felt love, you can't give to. You don't know what it is. Support is one of those. So that is the kind of thing. So I'm running a doula program, a mentor program. I'm also mentoring pre and perinatal psychology and health professionals as a mentor for APPPAH. And now I'm running my Child First, which we hope to take to a higher platform in terms of online classes for pregnant women, which includes classes on sentient babies, newborns, deep understanding of what parenthood would mean and what is the expectation of this little child who cannot ask for it. I mean, we are the adults and say, oh, I want my independence and I want my time. But look at that child. There's at least a biological contract with that baby. They come to my lion. At least that means your needs till you can look after yourself. So explaining all of that, childbirth classes, all kinds of support. I'm also training to be a somatic experiencing practitioner because I think one of the skills we will need in the coming years is trauma and working with trauma.
For sure.
We have, when we do trauma-informed care, which is what I teach as a part of my doula training, is we have to now begin with this thought that every person has had at least 3 overwhelms in their life. At least. And some of them have had 3 in the first year of life.
Right.
Which is an implicit memory in their body, which is shaping their posture, their behavior, their psyche, without them not knowing about it at all. And if we don't know that, we can go forward.
Right. So, one thing that I would want you to add is, how did CST help in your current process of work with birth related, with pregnant ladies and with newborns? So CST is basically craniosacral therapy. Okay.
Yeah. So craniosacral therapy brought in the scientific dimension to spirituality for me.
Exactly.
It brought that bridge where you can feel the spirituality tangibly. And give it a, anybody who's a craniosacral practitioner and has a long time experience does not need to know God. Has
Exactly. Oh God. Yeah. So continue. You just.
No, that was my high note. And
it just took me
I'd love to come back and chat with you again, actually, but time calls me.
It's okay. It's 2:50. Can you give us 5 more minutes?
Okay. Yes. Yes. Of course.
You just conclude like how CST can be helpful to today's generation, like the trauma that people are facing, the lockdown that is happening, how CST can help and all of that. If you can just give your insight about how people can benefit from craniosacral therapy, what is craniosacral therapy for you, what is that done to you, just couple of minutes.
So people are throwing out all these words called trauma, etc. All of that is going on. But what is trauma? Trauma is not something that is an event that has happened and all of that, oh, that was too much for me. How do you know it was too much for you? Because your nervous system hasn't taken the time to process it yet. And craniosacral therapy is one of the most gentle, non-invasive ways to allow your system or your nervous system to find spaces when there is no time and time when there is no space, to slow down and process what actually happened. So I'll give you an example. When children are really young and they have an experience, they're going, so the parent will say, okay, shh, look at me. Now tell me what happened. They will slow it down for you. Right. As we become adults, we're quite capable of doing it, but not actually, because when your nervous system takes over in terms of threat or trauma or an overwhelm, you will not find that you're able to control it. So, I was not able to hear what's yeah, she's on a call. So, craniosacral therapy, that is why I said it gives you the space where there isn't any, when you don't have time. And I'm using this because in quantum physics, space and time are interchangeable. But they are just 2 parts of the same dimension. So either you have space or you have time. And if you can find the pauses between the 2, that's where the healing can happen. But cranio is one whole session is that pause.
Yes.
So for anybody who feels that they don't have clarity of thought, they don't have to have trauma, that they need to, there is a sense of rush or a restlessness, which is the majority of teenagers and young people today. They're like, oh my God, I'm missing out. The FOMO age. They're always worried about what they're missing out. Having that extra space and time would be like, and that's a cranial session for me. You don't have to be
Amazing.
sick to come to your table. So I had a girl who used to come to me, and she had bipolar, and she used to say, "Why do I come for this?" And I said, "Well, you know, your mother goes to for a facial." Yeah, I said, "This is your mental facial. It's facial for your brain, your nervous system."
Wow. 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 Thank you so much, Divya. I know you're very busy, and thank you for just removing half an hour of your life. So this was great, and
I think you'll call me again, Sarvin. Just because I had half an hour today doesn't mean I don't want to come back and talk to you anytime.
of course, I'll call you in the evening today, just whenever
Yeah.
you're free. I'll text
Yeah.
you.
Sure.
Chalo. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Bye.
Okay.